All right, here we are again. Welcome to your unique devotion. I rarely say this, and for good reason. Um, this isn't about me. This is just me on my journey, uh, setting it to video, and hopefully being able to help others. My name is Brandon Bear. Doesn't matter in the scheme of the world and the life, and life of course. It matters to me. I like to be called by my real name, not by other inappropriate names. But I don't say it because of that. It's not about me. The point here is to get scripture out for me, to get scripture in your ears for you, and to hopefully provoke you to think about God, creating that connection. So, on that, today I will be reading 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 12 through 19. I've got my listening ears. Hopefully my lips will work for you. And if you're listening, let's get started. It's entitled Suffering for God's Glory. Beloved, do not think it strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened to you, but rejoice to the extent that you partake of Christ's sufferings, that when his glory is revealed, you may also be glad with exceeding joy. If you are reproached for the name of Christ, blessed are you, for the Spirit of glory and of God rests upon you. On their part he is blasphemed, but on your part he is glorified. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, a thief, or an evildoer, or as a busybody in other people's matters. Yet, if anyone suffers as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify in God in this matter. For the time has come for judgment to begin at the house of God. And if it begins with us first, what will be the end of those who do not obey the gospel of God? Now, if the righteous one is scarcely saved, where will the ungodly and the sinner appear? That was scripture, actual scripture, in Old Testament. Therefore, let those who suffer according to the will of God commit their souls to him in doing good as to a faithful Creator. That's the scripture. If you need to, feel free, as always, go back, re-listen to it. Throughout the day, even, it really creates a different dynamic than just listening to it once and thinking about it once. Things might be revealed to you or opened up in your mind later in the day as you go through your day that you didn't recognize in your quiet, peaceful place in the morning. Or if you're listening to this while you're in the shower. On my journey, sharing time helps. It helps me. And being shown the question for the day, so to speak, something that stands out, really helps me out. And sometimes there's multiple questions, multiple things that God's trying to work on me, in me, and it starts to present itself. Usually, always in a question form. Like, Brandon, why are you doing that? You're supposed to be doing this. And I have to answer or ignore him. So that question today, what have you committed yourself to? Now, I should be pointing at myself. What have you committed yourself to? You really have to think about it. It's not a one answer. It's actually what you do throughout your life, what you do in your everyday life, what you've been doing every day for the past week, what you've been doing every day for the past month, for the past year, as it's added up to the years as they've gone on. What have you been committing yourself to? Are there commitments that you've moved away from? for good reasons or bad reasons? Are there commitments that you want to do in the future? You want to commit yourself to things, but you can't because everyday life just seems to take over the habits that we create. And what are you committing yourself to now? What is it that you do in your everyday life? You've committed yourself to that because you do it over and over and over again. That's what commitment is. When you commit to something, you go full force at it, you do it over and over and over again, you give it your all. So what are you giving your all to? What have you committed yourself to? I hope that God gives you all the blessings you deserve, and even more so, all the blessings you don't deserve. I really do hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, that's it. I want to go on and on and on, but I really don't want to make this video too long. So yeah, all the blessings in all ways, all the time, and I still hope you have a wonderful day.